can make this work in Diddy Kong.
Yeah. Well, Palu, Diddy Kong, going to be getting right into it. Of course, Louis Money, very practiced in this matchup as much as he does hate it. FD, you know, handling every single top Palutena in the world at this point, except for Louis Money.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see how Luis is going to adapt to this very difficult matchup. And if FD is able to overcome one of the last bastions of California he has not yet slain. So strap in tight for this one, guys, because it is going to be an absolute slobber knocker of a set.
Yeah, right now we're already kicking things off with both players, just going at it with each other, just throwing out haymakers, giving each other some hits. This is going to be a slow bleed, but when the moments are getting hot, they're going to want to swing and press buttons.
Oh my god, and look at these little advantage state mix-ups right from Luis, linearizing all the resources, unable to close, but that was very scary for Flaming Dumpling.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and Flaming Dumpling right now just looking to tack on more damage. Watch out when you're on the stage! You are getting caught down there, and a down air kill is what Louis Money is going to find on this first stock.
And that is a statement, Mars Bars. That is a statement, Mario, saying, all right, kid, you might think you're hot shit right now, but don't forget who the real king of California is. You're not ready to take me down. I don't care how good the matchup is for you. Sit your ass down, boy.
Hey, man, matchups tier lists, they're not real, especially when you go up against a top player. They're going to remind you what it's like to press buttons better. Watch out.
Man, like FD still trying to hang in there, playing a very slow game. And as we saw, you know, I would like to point a comparison to the previous sit if someone was more so entertained. But look how FD is able to stifle the bleeding between stocks, right? Limiting the amount of times he's getting hit. He's only getting 10% per interaction. So this is amazing if you're FD. You know, you're linearizing how many times you get hit. You're positioning yourself well for a comeback, right?
Yeah, he's just playing it pretty solidly. Looking for this kill at 154. My goodness, the platform movement coming out from both sides. Still living.
But geez, son, like look at these aerials. Look at how, you know, FD is gorgeously maneuvering around the stage, trying to find this kill on Louis Money. But Diddy Kong, you know, famously known for, you know, if you don't really give him what he wants, can struggle to kill, right? So, oh my god.
No!
Yeah!
Okay, still finds the stock. A little scary, though. Almost dropped the whole stock, but not going to get punished for it at all. He's going to return it right back and take a little bit of this game to his favor.
And Luis using that forward tilt as a check to kind of cover FD doing a dash in. But this is really annoying for Luis, right? Because now you have this little monkey kind of flying around everywhere, and you have to figure out, you know, how am I going to maintain advantage, you know? How am I going to find this ledge trap?
It's actually just a...
the
classic.
The Louis Money mind control.
Everybody gets up at ledge whenever they see Luis at ledge. They're just like, oh, he's surely not going to grab me here. And then, of course, 9 times out of 10, he is going to hit that almost perfectly.
Yeah, but, you know, the real reason that works, guys, is because, you know, Louis Money is essentially doing a timing mix-up. He conditions you to, you know, get up at a specific time, but that E-Flame at a disadvantage, hedging FD, but, you know, Luis timing mix-ups, conditioning, very, very impressive. Linearizing your ledge get-up options with creative base.
All right, here it comes. Going to start with one airplane here, the 40%. Going to kick things off on this last stock here.
And this is very frustrating for FD, right? Because he was able to stifle the bleeding when he lost his first stock. Not so much the second. Luis getting extra credit, about to lap him. And this is very frustrating if you're the young Diddy Kong main, because Luis is not giving you anything for free.
Going to get in. Not going to quite find that. Good usage of banana here. We're going to get a little bit of some hits left and right.
Oh,
smash! He falls out of it. Louis Money escaping for free.
Oh, hell nah, boy. That was messed up, man. But, you know, Louis Money getting, you know, surviving by the skin of his teeth. I guess God just really wants him to win LRA +2 because he did a beautiful Z-catch bear, intercepting FD in his tracks and with a dominant 2-stock performance in this game 1.
That is some gnarly stuff. Louis Money taking that first game. And like I said, you know, it's these slow conditions that we're noticing from Luis. As you can see, like, the timing mix-ups with the get-up. Like, people are going to get hit by it because they just don't think they're going to get grabbed in that situation. Not to mention, Luis makes it really difficult for you to figure out what his recovery routes are going to be. For a character like Palu, who already kind of, like, hides herself very well in terms of where she's drifting, Luis makes it ×2.
Oh, my God.
Kazuya time.
The Devil Prince is coming out. Kazuya effing Mishima is coming out. And this is going to be very scary. Luis famously hates you know, fighting all the FGC characters, but especially Kazuya Mishima, right? And I think FD is just kind of looking to anti-air with an electric, but, you know, that last set Eugene found was very rough because he was just unable to escape disadvantage. So, you know, I'm very, very excited to see how this is going to play out. FD believing, you know, Diddy Kong just can't cut it right now. But, you know, Luis being that everlasting wall that FD has to overcome.
Oh, there's an electric right there. His first one of the game. Looking to get a lot of damage, throwing out some smash attacks, not going to quite get lucky on any of these connections. Oh my goodness, yeah.
And you know, these down airs had a shield, you know, very minor timing mix-ups, right? Because down air beats the bair parry timing, bair beats the down air parry timing, right? So you have these slight timing mix-ups where Palu's just kind of very effectively able to dance around Kazuya, as rough as the matchup might be for Palutena.
Oh.
Jeez, man, FD is hunting right now.
Nice, good back there from Luis. Watch out from the ledge here. We do have Rage Drive online right now. Watch out.
Oh, man.
Oh,
one for the up air instead of maybe an up B or something. I don't know if FD, you know, really meant to do that, but okay. Stash that. Fuck it.
Oh,
oh man.
Might catch some recovery there. So scary. Luis back on the stage. You're going to have to make it back. He's not going to make it any easier.
And if FD gets hit one more time, that Rage Art is gone, but so is his stock.
First blood once again. This Kazuya finding some trouble getting a stock here.
Oh,
hesitating on the jabs.
Failing to hit confirm the flash punch and to eating 45%. You already know FD is mentally kicking himself for that. Luis will take that any day of the week.
There you go. We got one.
Okay. I mean, once again, Kazuya, of course, a character of interactions and not percent, right? So one big electric, one you know, executed upon combo is going to be something that is going to be something that FD can do to bring this back, but it's going to, of course, be hard. So.
Okay. He's playing it really smoothly here right now. FD trying to get that comeback. Trying to find any way he can, maybe get this electric off. Oh, and there is a trade. Not going to find anything, though.
And this is what separates FD from other Kazuyas, right? We're seeing a lot of patient neutral. You know, a lot of. Oh, this is bad.
That's got to be it.
Hell sweep, son.
Here later.
And we're getting an FD lead on the FD portion of Town and City, right? And Luis is still trying to box, but I don't know if this is really something he should be doing at this point.
Oh,
wow.
Catching the double jump from the blast zone. Louis Money taking out FD stock, and we're now down to a last stock situation. This Kazuya is doing some work right now, but I've seen Louis Money do wonders in comebacks and clutch moments, but let's see if those moments are going to be coming alive once more for the #1 NorCal into FD.
Man, and this is crazy, right? Because as I was mentioning earlier, Mars Bars, what makes FD so dangerous is look at these overshoots, these undershoots, the fact that he is willing to kind of set up walls with his aerials, right? Oh my god, dude, that electric gate, that's 20%.
Big damage. Don't down her here.
Oh my god.
But he does it anyways, not killing, but it does extend the advantage state a little longer.
And Luis is in crunch time right now. He needs to make a big play right now because if this Rage Art is online, that is so much on Luis's mental stack.
Oh.
So, you know.
Oh! No,
Failing.
not gonna get the bear.
Oh
Explosive flame off the stage. He's gonna get the stall. The drag down there.
No way.
It's Louis Money stealing that one out of FD's grasp, and he's gonna go up 2-0. The Kazuya worked, but not for long. Louis Money still with that top player bracket armor.
That is effing wild, guys. Lock in for this game 3 because a reverse 3-0 is very possible from the young Kazuya prodigy, the Prince of LA, Flaming Evan Dumpling.
Flaming Dumpling.
But Louis Money, no slouch on his own. As you guys can see, very incredible adaptation and just knowing when to pull the trigger when FD is just not ready, right? We're seeing all these drop conversions. FD failing to confirm on the flash punch.
It hurts, man.
Going for the electric into up air for some reason, by the way. But
for some reason.
And going for the classic, you know, everyone, all the homies in SoCal, we call it the FD laser, where FD uses that laser to break tumble. Louis Money absolutely ready for it. But, you know, it is Kazuya, it is Palutena. Some would say a very, very even matchup. Perhaps Kazuya favorite if anyone had to say. And Louis Money is just no slouch, man.
Oh.
But this is a big combo.
Okay, got him off the stage a little too early.
Oh
wait, this is huge! It doesn't get the up smash, though.
And this is crucial, man. Once again, Kazuya, a very polarizing character. How long can he keep an advantage? How long can he keep a disadvantage, right? every single time FD fails to get the finisher on this,
But finally.
he's giving Luis another opportunity. But electric up smash, finally, man. Like, let's get these combos going.
Let's get him going, man. We got a lot of tall orders right now, and right now you are falling behind. Catch up with the times.
God, man. And you know, FD finally with a a very early lead. Perhaps understanding, look at these nairs, Mario. Look at these nairs, right? Checking how Luis is gonna come off this platform with a lingering and low-key safe aerial, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. And this is the sort of game that makes FD's Kazuya so dangerous because he's willing to chip, and then when you start playing slow, that's when he starts playing belligerent again. And that's that tempo mix-up that separates a good Kazuya from a great one, right? This is why this Kazuya has taken so many heads in Southern California.
Okay, trying to make it back here. Laser stall, covers back, avoids the nairs being thrown out by Luis. Rage Drive still on deck.
Oh my god, and this is a 3-1 stock lead for FD, but once again, can't ever really count Luis out. But man, this is looking very rough. FD just kind of figuring out when Luis is going to come off the platform. Finally not dropping his conversion.
Oh, and it could start here. Doesn't get the nair that he wanted. He is pairing these attacks right here. This could be a 3-stock for FD. Plays his cards right. Is that enough?
Absolutely not. FD with the DI of gods, saying, you might have killed me just now, but I'm up 2 stocks to 1 stun. I'm trying to force this game 4. I will force this game 4. And Louis Money, definitely needs to start mixing up how he's coming off these platforms, his time mix-ups, because FD has low-key got those on lock right now.
All right, trying to escape these combos right now. Palu becoming a little bit devious. Here's the confirm, gets the trip, but doesn't get anything else off of it. Unfortunately, doesn't get the combo to finish, and Louis Money, another opportunity to maybe bring this back again in his favor. And we're tired of seeing it. We need to see the FD close, because it's going to happen real soon off of one electric.
This
but
is
he's
huge.
not finding it.
Oh my god. And now FD has no more resources. Louis Money not positioning quite correctly for it, but still being able to...
Oh!
Dude, he stood still. I wonder if he was trying to grab, he grabbed back throw, but that was a crucial, maybe it was a misinput. I don't really know what happened there, but Louis Money just not pulling the trigger on the positioning read he had there, and this could potentially cost him the game.
Trying to get the left stroke, not gonna matter though. Back air from FD. He's on the board here. Louis Money spilling some blood here on the winner's side.
And this is a 2-stock performance from FD, right? Which pretty much means now Luis has to figure out, how do I stop getting checked when I come off these platforms? How do I regain center, right? Because once again, FD just completely unwilling to be like, yeah, I'm going to electric, I'm going to give you exactly what you want. But it is Luis's counter pick right now, taking him a small battlefield. And I do like this pick, right? Because you do have the platform DIs to mix up. Louis Money kind of feeling very confident in advantage state still. So at this stage, very much so complimented that, giving the Kazuya much less ways to retreat.
Yeah. You got to give it up to FD too. We talk about these Todd characters, being a problem for the average player, but sometimes when you go up against a guy like Luis who just kind of makes your touch of death not so much a touch, you got to kind of play multiple touches. Matter of fact, just play neutral. You got to have to find your openings the best way you can. But FD, when he does get on, he is on, and he's going to look to maybe force Game 5 on the strongest player we have here tonight.
Man, and look, the combos are already starting, man. This is very bad for Louis Money.
102, good start here for FD. This could be the start of something here.
Oh, man, dude, it's crazy because, this kid, you think, maybe he has bracket nerves, maybe he's... Oh! Wow, what a counter. If Luis is able to convert off this stock, that was one of the greatest counters of all time, but unfortunately, FD smells blood. You watching these overshoot CDC electrics, trying to scare Luis away, but that electric is absolutely checking Luis's jump.
And he got it again. Here we go, running it right back here. Doesn't matter if he takes one. He's going to look to take the reset. Doesn't get anything off the jab. 1-2. He's going deep for this edge guard.
No, and Luis, unfortunately, not pulling the trigger, unfortunately for him. Very fortunate for FD. That FD laser, his tippy toes just avoiding the E-Flame, Mario.
He's avoiding the flame again. Is the plot armor actually switching?
Dude, this is the Prince of LA, man. This could be one of SoCal's strongest players of all time. Gorgeous up air, though. Louis Money is not going out without a fight, son.
All right,
Take it from me. Take it from me, says Luis.
There's a lot of obstacles right now that Luis is trying to get around here, but this is looking pretty good right now for FD. He has to be calm, cool, and collected. Can't let himself fall too short. He has an opportunity. Make things interesting. Watch out.
God. That double flash punch. He wasn't sure if the third hit would connect. Immediately checking Luis's escape option with the rising fair, and that once again is what makes this Kazuya so exceptional. I don't need these combos to win. I'm going to check you. I'm going to use my lingering aerials. I am going to make you be scared to go ground and ground with me.
Yes.
I'm going to make you scared to whip punish because I'm going to go for these callouts.
Oh, okay, we're going to waste the drive. It's all good with this. That's damage, though. Good damage.
But this is huge, right? Because now one electric up B is going to be the stock finisher for Louis Money, especially with electric doing 15 to 70% and the up B having such insane high base knockback. Luis kind of being a little jump happy in the corner. I'm a little worried, right? Because now, you know, things like back air, things like up air are going to be on the table, but finding that sour hit down air into the back air, we are still not holding out on that, but it's all good.
This is looking like Luis's chance to go further in the bracket here. FD down to his final stock. The juggles are insane. 53, 54.
Oh my God.
Keep running up the numbers right now. Even an accountant can't catch up with the money that he's making.
And how many? Oh! Not falling for the Louis Money mind control this time. And this is huge. FD only at 70%. One electric conversion could tie this up, but Louis Money not willing to let this advantage take. Go!
Oh, he's off the stage. This is really deep here. Does get a laser off him. Has to recover. Does throw in a hitbox. Survives. The rage drive is online. Here comes the combo right here. Can FD force a game 5?
And this is insane because now you have double crouch punch into electric or into rage drive on the table. FD has not yet expended a grab or a rage drive attempt yet, but 1/5. Oh my gosh! Oh, rage drive is gone. It's off the table.
Oh my
it's on the table. Any hopes of a comeback are scary. And the counter!
The counter in time takes out the rage drive and takes out FD to the losers bracket. Louis Money advancing on a 3-1 clutch.
What an incredible set, guys. And we have so many more bangers going on, but you know, FD, let me tell you guys something, right? That last sequence, me and Mario, we're from NorCal, we've seen it 1,000 times.
I've seen it way too many times.
When Luis is at that set closer, you're scared. You're like, I need this win so effing bad, but unfortunately, you know, that nair plane into the double up air, landing catch with the air dodge read with nair, that is classic Luis right there. Classic.
That is classic. It's hard to stop him when he feels like he's got your number a little bit, and unfortunately, all the resources were stripped off of FD, and so was his chance of taking the set.
And that is beautiful and artistic gameplay right there. One resource taken out after another, loose positioning, and Luis is not going for these greedy options, right? He stripped away everything FD possibly had in any given situation. I'm going to knock you at this angle. You are forced to jump. You are going to up B. And when you're going to up B here, this is the only route you can take. Gorgeous gameplay from the king of NorCal, the king of California, Sol Esports, Louis Money.
Does it time and time again, man.
But absolutely much love, much accolades towards Flaming Dumpling as well, putting on an absolute slobber knocker for us to get into as we